Shalom, Nishamak, giving all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, Ruwan, teach well, and just getting right into it. Um, just getting right into it. Just for brothers who might be going through affliction or whatever. Um, you know, just because sometimes when you go through affliction, sometimes when you being rebuked, um, you might tend to look at the things that another brother might have and compare your life to that, to their prosperity, and that you might say is prosperity in your mind, and you might you might compare those things to what you have, you know, or even down to, like, a brother, you dealing with a situation in your life, and then you look at another brother life like, well, you not going through this and that. Ain't no brother going through, what I'm going through. Well, that's false. This is book of Second Timothy chapter 2 and verse 20. It says, "But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and silver, but also of wood and of earth." So, when you look at another brother's house, and you compare, you compare your affliction, or what you're dealing with in your house to another brother's house, then that's not the right. That's not the spirit to be in, because every house has vessels of gold and silver and of wood and earth. The vessels of gold and silver will be the honorable things in the house, and then the vessels of or the the vessels of wood and earth would be like more like the dishonorable things in the house. So it's not, that's not the spirit to be in. Every brother have his own portion. And another thing for brothers who think that another brother ain't going through, what you going through, well, the scriptures say there's no temptation taking you that is not common to man. So every brother dealing with his own lot. It might be seeming painful because we dealing with the reality of it. The affliction that we go through, we deal with the reality of them. But that don't mean that we should look um you know look at another brother as if they don't qualify to know where you coming from, or you know what I mean, like anything like that. That's not the spirit to be in, because you're not doing them a favor, nor are you doing yourself a favor. It says, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and silver, but also of wood and earth. And first of all, we all under the curses in our own way, or in the Lord's way according to our portion. So according to our lot. So that's not the spirit to be in. One brother might not be under the same curses as another brother, but the curses still are the curses. So it's like shit. The curses are the curses, man. And nobody wants to be under a curse. So you should never look at another brother's curse like it's, well, you ain't really going through nothing. When you don't know what he dealing with. You don't know what his spirit is. You don't know what his lot is. It says, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. Yeah, so some you got some every house has some vessels to honor and some vessels to dishonor, man. Every brother done seen his highs and his lows, man. So you can't be looking at brothers like that, man. Y'all about shy don't deal like that, man. But yeah, well, matter of fact, I'm gonna keep reading. It says, if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meat for the master's use, right? So every brother in his own race, in his own run, wants to be sanctified and strives to be sanctified to the master's use, which is Yahweh Shemel, the use of Yahweh Shemel Shah. We want to be useful vessels to Yahweh Shemel Shah, but we're not gonna become useful vessels if we looking at every other vessel and comparing it to our own use. That's not how we stay in our bearings with Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's not how we stay um in a useful mindset, man. That's not the spirit of being. It says and prepare unto every good work, so that's not being prepared to every good work if you in a mindset like that. Because once again we got to keep in mind that every brother is dealing with his own portion of the cup, man. And shit, you might have some brothers with a nastier cup than others, man. But still, man, it's like, is we not receiving the portion that the Lord had given us, you know, um, you know, to His pleasure. You know what I mean? So it's like shit. You just gotta, deal with it. Whatever cup that's yours, it could be your lot, and then just keep praying, pray over your cup. Shit, pray for knowledge, or pray for wisdom, or pray for understanding dealing with your cup, whatever you lacking. So that you can either, dealing with the cup, you can apply more balance to it. Apply more balance in your life. But yeah, Lord's willing, this is was edifying. Till next time, I say shalom.